Very good morning, my friends. This is our first class to start with our new subject called Engineering Mechanics. This is the one subject which will introduce you to engineering field. So, it is very essential to describe what is engineering mechanics. In this topic, we will have introduction and our learning objectives are what is mechanics, basic concepts in mechanics, fundamental laws of mechanics, physical quantities used in mechanics. So, to describe mechanics, what we have to understand is it is nothing but study of bodies either at rest or in motion, which are under the influence of forces. The subject can be subdivided into the following parts: mechanics of rigid or non-deformable solid bodies. Second group is called strength of materials or solid mechanics of deformable bodies. Third group is called fluid mechanics, mechanics of fluids either at rest or flowing fluids. So here it is essential to understand we here in this semester going to discuss first group called mechanics of rigid or non-deformable solid bodies. Other two are out of scope in this semester. So same again, mechanics of rigid bodies is subdivided into main categories. One is called statics, other one is called dynamics. So in statics we will study bodies at rest influenced by forces. In dynamics we will study bodies which are in motion and influenced by forces. So here it is essential to understand what is meant by statics and dynamics. So from these two pictures what we will understand is very familiar example of bridge. So bridge is static body and it is subjected to different types of load like its own weight, load of or forces of vehicles, etc. But it is subjected when it is stationary. In dynamics, as we are saying, plane flying in air, it is subjected to various forces. So these two will make you clear what is meant by statics and dynamics. Then we have to make clear what is meant by non-deformable bodies. From these two examples, we will come to know what is meant by deformable and non-deformable. There is no object which is non-deformable. It is concept to consider bodies as non-deformable because if subjected to forces, all bodies have deformation. If it is very negligible, we say it is non-deformable bodies. So first example is of car which is deformed from its original shape due to forces acting on it in accident, and other after repairing it, that means by applying forces it is gained other shape. So same thing with this international tragedy of these twin towers in United States. Due to forces in the form of plane striking buildings, they got deformed and destroyed. Okay, it is clear from these two examples what do you mean by rigid bodies or non-deformable bodies. So before going to actual topic of mechanics, we have to make it clear basic concept used in mechanics. As you are familiar with this terms of scalars and vectors, scalars are some quantities like mass, work, energy, power and time. They are not having direction. Okay, they are having just quantity. But other group called vectors, they are having magnitude as well as direction, like velocity, acceleration, momentum, impulse. Next concept used in mechanics and which is very vital for us is force. Force is an agent or agency. It changes or tends to change the state of a body on which it acts. So it is nothing but interaction between two bodies. So to describe any force completely, so we have to describe its characteristics. So out of many, three are main or major, you can say. It is first, one has to clearly give magnitude of a force. It is not sufficient without adding direction. Direction is again important to describe force. Next, without point of application of force, first two are not useful. So minimum above three quantity or characteristics should be described to give complete idea of force. So next important quantity used or concept used is mass. It is nothing but quantity of matter contained within a body. So with this we can proceed for next concept of system of forces. In that again there are various groups, system of coplanar forces, system of non-coplanar forces. So in this first we will take system of coplanar forces. So here again forces are grouped in various categories like parallel forces, non-concurrent forces, non-parallel system of forces, moment of force about a point, couples, Variance theorem, etc. So here we will stop for our introduction, and next class we will take into account detailed idea of forces and its resultant. Thank you.